So today, we're making a very unknown recipe from the beautiful province of Barcelona. Like seriously, most folks outside the region of Catalunya, where Barcelona is located, have never heard of this dish, but they should because it's got so many amazing flavors to it. We're talking Bacalao a la Llauna. This is basically cod that's fried in extra virgin olive oil, and then it's finished off in the oven under some white beans and a delicious garlic and paprika sauce, folks. We're talking a boatload of flavors, very easy to make, and all done in just 30 minutes. This video is sponsored by allfoodspain.com. All Foods Spain has one mission and one mission only, and that is to sell the highest quality cod from Spain. We are talking El Barquero. This is the cod that you will find served at all the high-end restaurants in Spain, as well as sold at the high-end markets all over the country, and now finally you can get your hands on it. We're talking perfectly cut cod fillets that are seasoned to perfection, meaning all you gotta do is take them out of the package and cook them, and you're in for the best cod of your life. You'll find a link where you can get some in the description box below, and if you use coupon code SPAIN on a fork 10, you'll also get 10% off your order. Let's begin by adding in a kiss of extra virgin olive oil into a casserole dish and then brushing it all over the bottom surface. The size of the casserole dish I'm using is 10 inches by 7 inches, which is about 25 centimeters by 18 centimeters. Then we'll drain a can of white beans into a colander and rinse the beans under some cold running water. The size of the can that I'm using is 15.5 ounces, which is about 440 grams. Then we'll shake off any of the excess water and add the beans into the casserole dish, making sure they're all evenly spread out and in a single layer. For the next step, I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is about 60 milliliters. While the olive oil is heating, let's start getting our cod ready. I'm going to add in 4 cod fillets over some paper towels and then pat them completely dry. To make this recipe, I'm using Spanish cod fillets from El Barquero. Once again, you'll find a link where you can get some in the description box below, and you don't have to season these fillets. They are already seasoned to perfection. Then we'll add in some all-purpose flour into a shallow bowl. Season it with a little freshly cracked black pepper, and we'll whisk it together, that way everything's evenly mixed. Then we'll start coating our cod fillets in the flour mixture. You want to do this one fillet at a time, and you want to make sure you evenly coat it all around, and then shake off any of the excess flour. Once all the cod fillets have been coated, let's move back to the fry pan. At this point, that olive oil should be nice and hot. I'm going to start adding the cod fillets into the pan. You want to put them in their skin side up, and all of them in a single layer. And we're going to go for about 4 minutes per side on the cod fillets. You don't want to fully cook them through, as we're going to finish cooking them later on in the oven. The thickness of these fillets are about 1.5 inch, which is about 4 centimeters. So if your cod fillets are a little thinner, go for about 3 minutes per side. After about 8 minutes, that's 4 minutes per side, I'm going to start removing the cod fillets from the pan, shaking off any of the excess olive oil, and adding them into the casserole dish with the white beans. And once again, you want to make sure they're all in a single layer. Now, using the same pan, I'm going to lower it to a low heat, and we'll add in 6 cloves of garlic that have been thinly sliced. And it's very important to mix the garlic around continuously, that way it evenly sautés and it doesn't brown. We're working with a very hot pan here. After about 30 seconds, and the garlic is nice and fragrant, you don't want to brown it, otherwise it can easily get a bitter flavor. I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is about 2.5 grams. And we'll quickly mix it together. Like I always tell you, when you add in paprika into a hot pan, you want to mix it in there quickly, otherwise it can easily get a bitter flavor as well. Then we'll add in half a cup of white wine, which is 125 milliliters. You can substitute the wine for any broth of your choice with a little squeeze of lemon juice. And we'll season with a kiss of sea salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. And we're going to simmer this for about 2 minutes. This is enough time for the alcohol to cook off in the wine. After 2 minutes, I'm going to remove the pan from the heat And we'll add the sauce into the casserole dish, making sure it's evenly spread out. And we'll add the casserole dish into a preheated oven, bake and broil option. That's the bottom and top heat, 190 degrees Celsius, which is 375 degrees Fahrenheit. If your oven can't do both functions at the same time, no big deal. Just leave it in there for a couple extra minutes. After about 10 minutes, those cod fillets should be perfectly cooked through and all the flavors fully developed. At this point, this dish is ready to go. I'm going to remove it from the oven, and we'll sprinkle it with some finely chopped fresh parsley. Check it out, our Bacalao a la Llauna is done. A beautiful dish from the province of Barcelona, not very well known, but it should be because it's got so many beautiful flavors to it. Easy to make and done in about 30 minutes. Let's give it a try and see how it tastes. You know, it's so sad that dishes like this are only regional dishes and not famous around Spain or even the world because they came out looking so good. Here we go. First things first. Hallelujah. It is so good. That cod is beautifully cooked through with an incredible texture to it. Then you combine that with the white beans and then that very simple sauce with the white wine, all that garlic and the Spanish paprika, explosion of so much goodness. You saw this, a very unknown recipe from the province of Barcelona. Gives it a try at home and I promise it's gonna completely blow you away. Really quick before I go, shout out to a couple of my patrons, Edward Alvarez, Marco Steenbergen, Holly Parker, and Dallas Jackson. Again guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. Leave me a comment below and don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. That way our Spain on a Fork community can continue to grow. Till the next time, hasta luego.